How are we doing, ladies and gents, boys and girls? Welcome back to another fun episode of Tom's Flair Bartending Tips. Today, I'm tackling a move which most of you may be able to do, some of you may not, and it is the over-the-shoulder. Yes, how to master the over-the-shoulder move, which I know some of you may be doing it kind of like this. Some of you may be throwing it back there like that. Some of you are throwing it over here like that. So we're gonna go through that straight away. So don't forget to hit subscribe, like the video if you like this, and let's jump straight into mastering the over-the-shoulder move. I'm gonna teach you how to do the move first, and there's three elements to this. We have the swing. You just need to learn how to swing the bottle, and you want a loose end, your wrist to be nice and loose. You want to swing it with a straight arm, okay? Now if I stand in front of you, I don't have a lot of space here on my bar, but I'm swinging like this, or I'm swinging like this, nice and gently. Don't overdo it, don't swing, you don't force it like a pendulum. Now from there, what you're going to do is, as you come back, you're going to bend your arm. So first of all, you can practice bending your arm and putting it in this position. That's the position you want. We have a right angle here on this part of my arm, and if you look down here, we have a right angle on the wrist. So as you swing back and bend your arm, your body and your wrist is going to go into that position. Don't force like this. You're not forcing it up. You're just gently swinging it. And you want to lift and bend that arm, okay? We lift and bend, and look, if we just take our time, nice and gently, and then we can just throw it over our shoulder, okay? Nice and simple. So the swing is kind of giving you the power. The bend is giving you the height, and the flick on the wrist is giving you the spin. So if I take away the bend and just throw with my wrist, I get a lot of spin on the bottle. If I take away the wrist bend, so I'm lifting up like this, I get very less spin, but I get the bottle going over my shoulder. And then if I really just launch it, the bottle's going to go really, really high, okay? So that's the three elements that you need to focus on when performing the move. Now we're going to look at trying to get the bottle over your shoulder straight, okay? Because a lot of people will probably have it going over an angle like this, all right, or in any other way. The key here is no fear. The reason why the bottle is flying over there at an angle is because you're scared you're going to hit yourself in the back of the head. Now, it has hardly ever happened to me that I've thrown the bottle up and I've hit myself in the back of the head. It will happen, it may happen. This is why we have these plastic bottles to help reduce that kind of injury. But the key is to throw over your shoulder. That's what you're aiming for. You're throwing over your shoulder, okay? You want to try and keep it as straight as you can. At the beginning, it's going to be super scary, okay? But you want to just try and get that motion going over your shoulder and catching it in the same position. So over the shoulder, straight over the shoulder. Now, if you ever want to learn how to do it on the other hand, on the left hand, what I do is I try and copy just like this with the bottle in my hand and try and copy exactly what I'm doing. I'm standing in front of a mirror as well, or in this case, I can see the screen, and I'm just trying to make sure my arms are doing the same thing. So when I come to do it with my left hand, I'm basically just copying my right hand. And you can try and then get them going over in a nice, smooth motion, hand to hand to hand. The over-shoulder move can be used in so many different ways, okay? You can do a split over the shoulder. Okay, I've done a video on splits, that's up there. You can do a multiplex over the shoulder, okay? There's a multiplex video coming, so make sure you hit subscribe and like the video and click that bell for notifications so you know when that multiplex video is going live. And we can do multiple bottles over the shoulder, we can do everything. The concept is still the same, the one that I showed you at the beginning of the video. The difficulty is when you have to start mastering the throw, the power of the throw, and the placement of the throw. So what I mean by that is if I'm landing the bottle on the back of my hand, there's a certain place where I want the bottle to spin and where I want it to land. And it's there. Now I've probably thrown the bottle over my shoulder millions of times by now, so I've gotten good at where I need that. throwing it onto my arm, to an arm stall, is pretty much the same, except a little bit closer to my body. Now, throwing it onto my elbow, I need the bottle to be higher to be able to catch it here. I do also use my legs to bend, to cushion that catch, but I need to get that throw correct to be able to catch it on my elbow. And it's the same for every other move. Perhaps you want to do a reverse grab over the shoulder. So instead of grabbing it into tennis, you're going to grab it upside down. So it's the same throw as the tennis grab, same throw here, but you turn your hand over and you're grabbing it there. So look, so tennis, reverse. Basically the same throw, I'm just putting my hand into a different position to catch it. Then we have taps. We have taps in different ways. We can do bumps. So figure out how to perform the move first, and then from there you can work out the throw that you need to perform each one of those moves later on. Because the concept of throwing it over your shoulder is basically the same. 90% is the same. But it's just about the amount of spin that you need, or the placement where you want to put it, or how high or how low you want that bottle to fly. So there we go. That is how we master the over-the-shoulder move. Let me know how you get on. If you struggle with it, drop me a comment down below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like the video. Let me know what else you want to see me teach on the channel. Before I go, I want to say a huge thank you to all of these legends who support me over on Patreon. There's a link in the description if you want to get involved in that. But thank you so much for watching. And until next week, see you then.